Good morning, guys. John O'Brien here. I'm looking at the standard rules SR 2015 number 16 from the Environmental Agency, which is a slightly bigger permit than the £2,500 one that standard rules that we all fit into. It talks about companies doing must be less than 25,000 tonnes a year. Okay, so it's clearly talking to EMR and SIMS, because I don't know any small merchants like myself that will do any more than 500 tonnes a year, let alone 25,000. It also talks about that the limits of activities are that we are not allowed to save waste in the premises, on the premises. It can't be stored for no longer than 3 years. So I'd like to know of any merchants my size that can afford to sit on waste for 3 years in relation to cash flow. So that doesn't even equate to any of our small businesses anyway. So that's the second thing that's wrong. And it's also saying that the maximum quantities of hazardous waste stored at the site shall not exceed 50 tonnes at any one time. Is there anyone out there that has got 50 tonnes of scrap metal on their site right now? I doubt it, because only EMR, SIMS and the big boys have that. Now, guys, no more than 10 tonnes of catalytic converters. Guys, if I had 10 tonnes of catalytic converters, I'd be in Barbados right now. I wouldn't be sitting looking at them for no longer than 3 years, or not exceeding 50 tonnes. I'd sell them, and I'd be in Barbados with the other bigwigs. So this permit is not geared up for anyone of a small size. And you'll be pleased to know that what the Environment Agency are trying to happen is they don't want you in standard rules. They want to find some problem with water or fire or some problem that we've never had. I've been in business 15 years, never had a problem with the EA or anyone, never had a call, never had the police out, nothing. Like a lot of you guys who do the job correctly. To the ones that don't, they won't be listening to this. So, £2,500 for a standard permit. The EA are trying to push for bespoke permits because they're £9,500. Yeah? Do you see that, guys? Do you see what it is? 2,500, 9,500. Yeah? And all of these permits seem to be geared up for companies as big as EMR. I mean, this is only talking about 25,000 tonnes. It goes up to 175,000 tonnes on other ones. So these permits are just causing problems. They don't actually talk about the actual businesses that are inside the units. The EA don't follow up on police records or whether, in particular, merchants who operate badly have had any contact with licensing and been reprimanded or told off. We are all being tarred with the same brush. So have you got £9,500, guys, to fill out on a permit? Have you got that, have you? Have you got the other £2,500 you then have to pay? Quite nice companies, actually. Who's the guy that I'm dealing with? A guy called Charlie. Let's have a little look. Send messages. There's a guy called Charlie who can help you with permits at a very reasonable price. His name's Charlie Thompson, and he works for the wisegroup.co.uk. So what the Environment Agency are trying to do, they want us all to pay £9,500 permits. They want to give us no time to pay for these permits. No £500 a month to put towards it. They just want the money straight away. And when there are no scrap metal merchants who then feed EMR and SIMS, and the general public are just throwing stuff into lay-bys, when the council are having to pick up more waste and rubbish because they're putting the smaller merchants out of business, everyone will be upset about it. This will happen. So they're not looking after us at the minute. I just get ignored from the EA, obviously. And I need you guys to post this video around because I'm talking for you personally. So stand up, do something, talk to the BMRA, talk to Antonia, talk to scrap metal publications, metal recycling, whatever it's called, and let's do something about it. Because when the hammer falls, it will fall. And why do we need to dip into our pockets for $9.5 grand when 2.5 is really what we should be paying, on top of the yearly fee that we'll have to pay for this free permit that was free until some of you lot out there decided to break the rules. So you've messed it up for everybody. So well done. But you guys are the ones with the capital, with your dodgy dealings, I guess, that can actually do that. So I'm not referring to anyone in general because I don't know anyone. All the scrap metal people I know are pretty stand-up, pretty staunch people. So have a listen to this. It will take me ages to upload it to YouTube and see what you think. But much love, do well. Much love to the EA, as disillusioned as they are. They are trying to do the right thing in difficult circumstances. But reaching out to the BMRA isn't always the right thing to do. Why don't you reach out to me? And we'll get a few merchants together and explain how a small merchant runs to the people that are making this law. Because this law is nonsense and it's just taxation. But it's too much taxation because you're going to put people out of business and you are going to force people to break the law in order to pay their mortgages. I'm not one of them. I don't need to. But you will make things go underground and more little dodgy scrap metal merchants will show up on farms and all that sort of stuff, and we will lose our businesses because the customers will simply just go and get cash from some oik who doesn't pay any attention to recycling, doesn't care about the planet, and doesn't care about the EA. I do, and I think you guys do as well. So EA, give us some support, please. Stop ignoring me. Work with us.